Hi, Alex. What a nice surprise to see you here. Are you going home now, too? I just finished work and I'm walking back to my apartment.
Hi, Sophia. Yes, I am on my way home. I finished a little early today, so I decided to walk instead of driving. The weather is calm, and it feels good after a long day.
I feel the same way. After work, I always want a little quiet time before I do anything else. My body feels tired, but my mind still feels busy.
That happens to me too. Work can end, but the thoughts do not stop right away. A simple walk home helps me slow down and change my mood.
So, what do you usually do first when you get home in the evening? Do you cook right away, or do you rest for a few minutes first? I am always curious about other people's routines.
Usually, I put my bag down and change my clothes first. After that, I wash my face and drink a glass of water. Then, I stand in the kitchen and think about dinner.
That sounds very organized. I usually sit down for 5 or 10 minutes first and look at my phone. I know it is not the best habit, but it helps me relax for a moment.
I understand that completely. Many people check their phones after work because it feels easy and familiar. I do it too sometimes, but I try not to stay on my phone for too long.
Yes, that is my problem. I open my phone to check one message, and then I start watching short videos or reading random posts. Suddenly, 30 minutes are gone and I have done nothing useful.
That happens very easily. The phone can steal a lot of evening time without us noticing. That is why I try to finish a few basic things first, and then I check it later.
That is smart. I want to build a better evening routine because I often feel my evenings pass too fast. I go home, look at my phone, eat something simple, and then the night is almost over.
A small routine can really help. It does not need to be perfect or strict. Even 2 or 3 simple steps can make the evening feel calmer and more meaningful.
What do you usually cook for dinner? I do not cook anything difficult on workdays because I get tired. Most evenings, I make noodles, rice, eggs, or a small salad.
I keep dinner simple too. I often cook chicken, vegetables, and rice, or sometimes pasta with a light sauce. I like food that is warm, easy to make, and not too heavy at night.
That sounds healthy. I want to cook better meals, but sometimes I do not have much energy after work. On those nights, I just make soup or order food, and then I promise myself I will cook tomorrow.
That is normal. We all have evenings when we feel too tired to cook. I think simple home food is already a good choice, even if it is not fancy.
After dinner, I usually take a shower. For me, that is one of the best parts of the evening. A warm shower makes me feel fresh, clean, and ready to relax.
I agree with you. A shower at the end of the day feels like a clear line between work time and personal time. It helps my body relax, and I sleep better when I shower before bed.
Exactly. Sometimes I even play soft music in my room after my shower. Then I put on comfortable clothes and make a cup of tea. It makes my apartment feel peaceful and safe.
That sounds like a very nice evening. I usually do something similar, but I drink water or herbal tea and sit quietly for a while. I like those small moments because they make the night slower and gentler.
Do you watch movies or TV shows in the evening? I like romantic movies, funny shows, and sometimes simple family dramas. They help me stop thinking about work.
Yes, I watch movies sometimes, especially on quiet nights. I enjoy action movies, detective stories, and also good comedies. But on weekdays, I usually watch only one episode or a short film.
I want to control that better too. Sometimes I tell myself I will watch only 20 minutes, but then I watch 3 episodes in a row. After that, it gets late and I feel a little guilty.
That happens to many people. When a show is good, it is hard to stop. I try to choose one thing to watch before I sit down, so I do not keep clicking and watching more than I planned.
That is a good idea. I also want to spend more time learning English in the evening. Since I am free after work, I think it is the best time to practice speaking, listening, and new words.
That is a good idea. I also want to spend more time learning English in the evening. Since I am free after work, I think it is the best time to practice speaking, listening, and new words.
That makes me feel better. Sometimes I think I need a long study plan, so I feel stressed and do nothing. But a short lesson, a few new words, and some listening practice sound possible.
Yes, keeping it simple is important. You can listen to a short English conversation, repeat some sentences, and write down a few useful expressions. Small steps are easier to follow every day.
I love that method. I also like shadowing practice, where I listen and repeat right after the speaker. It helps my pronunciation, and it makes me feel more confident when I speak.
That is an excellent habit. Repeating real sentences helps your ears and your mouth at the same time. It is one of the best ways to sound more natural in English.
Sometimes I study English while I eat fruit or drink tea. It makes the practice feel light and enjoyable, not like hard schoolwork. I think that is why I can stay with it longer.
That is a great approach. Learning works better when it feels natural and pleasant. If you enjoy the process, you are much more likely to continue every evening.
After all that, I usually check my phone one more time before bed. I reply to messages, set my alarm, and see if my family sent anything. Then I try to put my phone away.
That last part is very important. I try not to hold my phone in bed because it keeps my mind awake. If I keep scrolling, I lose sleep, and the next morning feels much harder.
Yes, I know that problem very well. Sometimes I say, just 5 more minutes, but those 5 minutes become 20 or 30. My eyes get tired, but I still keep reading things that are not important.
It is a common habit, so do not be too hard on yourself. Maybe you can put your phone on the table instead of next to your pillow. A small change like that can help a lot.
I will try that tonight. I really want to sleep earlier because I feel much better when I get enough rest. When I sleep late, the next day feels slow, heavy, and messy.
Good sleep changes everything. I try to go to bed at almost the same time each night, especially on work days. A regular bedtime helps the body feel balanced and ready for the next morning.
What time do you usually go to bed? I often aim for 10:30, but sometimes it becomes 11 or even later. I want a more stable schedule.
I usually go to bed around 10:30 or 11. Before sleeping, I turn off the lights, take a few deep breaths, and let my mind become quiet. I do not like going to sleep with stress in my head.
That sounds peaceful. I think my perfect evening routine would be simple. Go home, eat a healthy dinner, take a shower, study English for a while, watch something light, and sleep on time. It sounds easy when I say it like that.
It does sound easy, and it is possible too. The key is not doing everything perfectly every night. The key is doing a few good things again and again until they become natural.
You always make things sound calm and clear, Alex. I like talking to you because your advice feels practical, not complicated. Now I feel more motivated to use my evening well.
I am glad to hear that, Sophia. You already have many good habits, and you are thoughtful about your time. That means you are closer to a good routine than you think.
Thank you. That is very kind. I think tonight I will make a simple dinner, take a warm shower, and do 30 minutes of English listening practice. After that, maybe I will watch one short episode and go to bed early.
That sounds like an excellent plan for tonight. It is realistic, healthy, and balanced. I hope your evening feels peaceful and your sleep is deep.
I hope so too. And what about you? What will you do when you get home tonight? Will you cook, relax, or watch a movie?
I will probably cook something simple, take a shower, and read a little before bed. I may watch a short show if I still have energy, but I do not want to stay up late tonight. Tomorrow will be another busy day.
That makes sense. Well, I am almost at my building now. I am really happy we met on the way home because this conversation gave me good ideas for my evening.
I am happy we met too. It was a pleasant walk and a good conversation. Have a lovely evening, Sophia, and enjoy your English practice tonight.
Thank you, Alex. Have a relaxing evening and sleep well later. See you again soon.
See you soon, Sophia. Take care on your way upstairs. Good night in advance.